Game of the ICC Champions Trophy is upon us. India versus New Zealand at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. And the first straight up update is that Rohit Sharma has lost yet another toss. If this cricket game was played only according to tosses, Rohit Sharma would be a minnow. Because he's lost 13 to 14 straight tosses, and that is
14th
why...
this is?
I think so. But yes, New Zealand have opted to bowl at the Dubai International Cricket Stadium. So many people are saying, oh, India should bat and see how things are. Well, you got your wish. So this is the lineups that we are going to give you, and there is one major change in the Indian cricket team. We were all wondering, are you going to play 4 spinners on this deck? You've got your wish, because the Indian lineup is Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya. There is no change in that whatsoever. Then you got Ravindra Jadeja, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, Varun Chakravarti and Mohammad Shami. So the one change is there is no Harshit Rana. There is Varun Chakravarti in his place. And in the New Zealand lineup also one change. There is no Devon Conway. So Rachin Ravindra comes in as an opener and Daryl Mitchell will slot in at number 4. So yes, it is going to be a very, very interesting encounter. Not much is at stake here except for one thing. Whoever tops the group, that is the only thing which is in question. And remember, if India win this, India versus Australia on 4th. If India win this, it's India versus Australia on 4th. And if India lose this, then India versus South Africa on the 4th.
Yeah.
So that is the way we are looking at it. By the way, every semi-finalist is in Dubai. Every semi-finalist has reached Dubai just to see what is the outcome of this particular match. And kudos to the ICC. Congratulations to them for ensuring that what was a tournament which was meandering along has been made farcical. So I applaud the ICC. I applaud the arrangements that have been made, and I applaud all the boards for agreeing to this arrangement. Congratulations. You made cricket absolutely senseless. And that is why this match has got 13th consecutive tosses lost
for India.
10th
by Rohit Sharma.
10th by Rohit Sharma as captain. So yes, if you played cricket only for tosses, then India is the ultimate minnow when you look at it. But yes, surprised with this one change that no Harshit Rana, and you're playing with only 2 frontline pacers in Mohammad Shami.
One frontline.
I mean, you've got Hardik Pandya also, who's going to bowl 10 overs now, but 4 spinners. That means this pitch is a sandpit then.
Firstly, just before I get into the team, I'm really happy for a certain Varun Chakravarti. I was the one rooting for him since day one, even before the T20I series, when we were making the predicted 15 for the Champions Trophy. When the first draft side in that sense was to be announced, I had him since then in my side. And I'm very happy that he's finally playing in Champions Trophy. He was nowhere near the ODI setup. Yep. What he did in T20s and what he did against England, specifically in the T20Is, I think that earned him a position in the ODI side. And now cut to, what's the date? 2nd March.
2nd March.
He's going to be playing his 2nd ICC tournament in that sense for India at the same venue where it all began for him.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a really, really tough day for Varun Chakravarti. But again, I'm not reading too much into it. I'm just seeing this as an experiment, because Rohit Sharma, the operative word over there for me was, there were 2 operative words. I'll get to the second one a little ahead. But the first one was that Harshit Rana has been rested.
Yeah.
And just the fact that what kind of impact Harshit Rana has kept, I don't see him not playing in the knockout stages.
He will play.
So he will definitely be playing in the semi-final. So that's a certainty that you're not going to have a Varun Chakravarti in the semi-final. The only reason is because you're not playing New Zealand in the semi-final.
Yeah.
If things go as per plan and India are in a situation where they have to play New Zealand in the final of the Champions Trophy, maybe then whatever happens today, a lot will depend that day also, that what combination would India want to go with on that day. But what this clearly has shown is that the Indian team is going to stick to this lineup. They are going to go with the same number of all-rounders, and even if a wicket taker spinner has to come in that sense, or for that matter even an Arshdeep Singh on a given day, it's going to be one of the bowlers who's going to replace. So as far as the batting is concerned, I think that's what India is going to India's approach is going to be like that. Play batting till 9, 8, whatever Harshit Rana you have, then till 9, otherwise till 8. And why that is going to be stuck to is that Rohit Sharma said it at the toss, and I was listening to that, and that is the second operative thing that he said, that they wanted to bat first in this tournament to see how can we have seen India team chase down totals in that impactful way that they have. But we also have to keep in mind, never was there a very big total for which you would have had to be calculative. If a wicket fell, then you would have wanted to go to a second plan. But today is going to be exciting because firstly you have to get runs on the board, so you don't know what a safe total is going to be here, and secondly, will India's approach change if wickets fall early on? That is something I'm very excited to say. Although Rohit Sharma did say the approach is going to be the same that we have been following since day one. But now playing 4 spinners against New Zealand, I don't know. Is that the right call? Maybe it is the right call. But can you persist with this in the long run as the semi-final final comes? I am not pretty sure.
Because see, there are, if you look at the New Zealand team, Bracewell, Phillips, Santner, they are going with 3. Ravindra also can roll his armour, but he won't be called upon to bowl that much. Then you have a Henry, Jameson and Will O'Rourke. 3 out and out pace bowlers that's there. There's Darryl Mitchell with a bit of dibbly-dobbly that will be there. But apart from that, 3 pacers for New Zealand, 2 pacers for India with 4 spinners. The 3+3 combination seems to be very, very odd at this point. Although the weather conditions in Dubai, some days it was hot, yesterday it was cool. And that is why I'm also wondering, why 4 spinners? Either the pitch is so slow that anything in excess of 250, 260 will feel like a 300. Maybe that is the only way I look at it. But 4 spinners with no dew, I think it should be fine. Because in Dubai, we have seen that there isn't much of dew, unlike in Pakistan, where Pakistan you saw in some games that there was dew. So New Zealand, remember, they are meeting after 25 years in the Champions Trophy. It's like the last time they met was in 2000. But if you look at ODI ICC events, New Zealand has a slender 6-5 advantage, and it was because of that one win that was there.
So basically what you have done with getting Varun Chakravarti as well is that you have increased 1 wicket taking option in the middle overs.
Yeah.
So you have totally relied on that. Instead of removing an all-rounder and strengthening your bowling, what smartly the Indian team has done is it kept their batting as deep as it was earlier, and now increased the Varun Chakravarti to bowl in those middle overs and to get those wickets, and relied fully now on Hardik Pandya and Mohammad Shami to bowl in the death overs. The only problem over there is that can you trust Hardik Pandya in the death overs? I know that he bowled at the final over in the 24 T20 World Cup, but his numbers as far as the fag end of the innings is concerned are not that great. So that is something that we'll have to see. And or are you going to stick to the same approach that you have been till now, bowl a spinner in the last 10 overs as well, a Kuldeep Yadav, or now you have a Varun Chakravarti, so maybe a Varun Chakravarti. Is that what you're going to do? But again, that is also a big risk that you'll take. So I don't know, are all these risks so worthy?
I
just
think
to
you will
play
bowl
that
a
extra
Kuldeep.
batter?
You will bowl a Kuldeep in the death because he's a proven death overs bowler. Shami will have to bowl in the death. And when you look at it, that's the only way I look at it. Hardik Pandya doesn't have a good death overs record. You saw it last IPL also, IPL 2024, where he had a horrendous time in the death overs. So that's why, this is a very interesting combination that you got. I mean, Harshit impressed with his variations, with his cutters that were there in the game versus Pakistan. And he hasn't done anything wrong to ensure that he goes out of the Indian setup at this point. Why would you want to do it at this stage?
No, but he's not done anything wrong. But as far as the composition is concerned, if this works for India and India ends up taking wickets in the middle overs and contain more runs in the middle overs, then I think this might be an approach that the Indian team continues to follow, because you're totally relying on Mohammad Shami and Hardik Pandya for the first and the last 10 overs. The only thing is that till now they haven't had a bad day in that sense. Shami did not get wickets against Pakistan, but still it wasn't a bad day out for him as far as runs were concerned. But the day they have a bad day, then that's going to cost India. So that's a risk that you're taking, but it's just about those 2 days. That's the cricket India plays, high risk, high reward, and that's exactly what India is doing here as well, with the composition as well. I don't think high risk, high reward approach is just there for their playing style. I think it's from the beginning, from the root of it, when you're selecting your team, that's your approach at that point as well.
Yep. So It is high risk, but I think, see, India, with the way how they have adapted to the conditions, they're going to play all their games here. Yeah, they're going to ensure that, okay, it is. They don't have to tinker around much with their combination. I think they know the pitch, how it's going to behave at this stage. So, yes, India are in a decentish position to make that. But, yeah, 4 spinners and 1 frontline pacer. Maybe Rohit knows something in the pitch that others don't. Maybe that is the case. So, yep. Varun Chakravarti is the only major talking point that is there in the Indian playing 11 when you look at the toss. So, this will call for some very interesting analysis once the match is done. It could prove to be a spectacular success, or it could end up in a loss for India. But looking at it, see, I have told you what is at stake. India lose, they'll play South Africa. India win, they'll play Australia on 4th. And it doesn't matter. A1, B2, A2, B1, whatever is there in the schedule, forget it. If India become A2, they will play A2, B1 in Dubai, day after tomorrow. 1 day gap. Wow.
Personally, I don't think I'd want to play either of the oppositions, South Africa or Australia.
They are the only teams that have qualified.
Easier one in that sense would be Australia because of the bowling lineup being a little depleted. Because South Africa, I feel as balanced I see in New Zealand. I think South Africa will be equally balanced.
You're a brave man for saying India will find it easier against Australia.
I'm saying as compared to South Africa. That's why I said I wouldn't want to play either of them. But now because I have no other option. And if South Africa and New Zealand end up playing semi-finals against each other, the 2 major competitors for India as far as balance is concerned in the team, one of them will be out if they end up playing against each other.
Well, that we will come to know only on the 4th. This is just a curtain raiser to what is happening. So yes, India versus New Zealand is just a curtain raiser to the semi-final and the potential final.
Then it will be a short knife. New Zealand, South Africa play. If India ends up winning today, then either one of the teams between New Zealand and South Africa, one will anyways get eliminated. Because semi-final will both.
New Zealand are playing in Lahore. There is no way that is at point. And Virat Kohli is Kohli, and that's why we say Roko Jodi is Roko, and that is why I'm wondering at this point in time, what is at stake? A semi-final stake, or is it going to be a 300th ODI when you look at it? Virat Kohli is reaching an elite list. He'll become the 7th Indian to reach 300 ODIs. What a feat. And many people have asked me this, and I think it'll be interesting to get your input in also, Shashwat. Do you think Virat Kohli will be the last individual to play 300 ODIs?
Yeah. ODIs, as far as ODIs is concerned, then I feel Virat last Indian to play 300 ODIs, because I don't see too many ODIs happening moving ahead. Even when you have an ODI tournament here, you saw India play just 6 ODIs. Heading into the Champions Trophy. So these are very clear signs moving ahead. Even but next year...
only about 3 ODIs max you're playing per series.
And in 27, how many you are playing?
I think you will play... There'll be a lot more teams. So I think you'll play about 9-10 ODIs there also.
The whole year? No, not in the World Cup. I'm saying before the World Cup.
That I don't know. That I have to check it
I think at max 6-7 ODIs. So in a World Cup year where you have an ODI tournament, that year you're playing so less. So ODIs anyways.
So that's why I see Rohit, I think, needs about 25 ODIs to get to 300.
He might.
But do you think he will? Because
he needs to play the next World Cup for that.
He needs to play the next World Cup. But I think, I am tempted to say Virat will be the last individual to take...
Rohit Sharma might, for me.
Yeah, because the other one was Mahmudullah and Mushfiqur Rahim, and they are retiring after this. So they are not getting to 300 ODIs.
I don't see anyone from this generation.
Yeah, even I also don't think it's going to happen. So Rohit and company are really geared up for this match. And let's take a few comments, Pawan. Ro and Co, are they ready for the New Zealand challenge? That we will have to see.
I see Virat scoring a solid, if not 170 odd, 80 odd runs.
Okay. Yeah, I think he might. See, what happened in this 100th ODI, he played in the Champions Trophy, got out for 22. In his 200th ODI, he managed to score 100 against New Zealand in Kanpur. He went past 9,000 runs also in this. And let's see what happens in this 300th ODI. This happened 7 years ago. So the journey from 200 to 300 has taken 7 years.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very
That
big reason.
is a reason why I think it is going to be really interesting at this age. Kiran Khatri is like not happy. He's not happy with the Varun Chakravarti selection. He's saying Why would you play Varun today versus New Zealand and not in semis? Gambhir and Rohit not picking Arshdeep is baffling. Harshit Rana said it seems as if he's some gun. Well, I am myself baffled, but I think the pitch here is so dry today.
And also, if they wanted to do it in the semi-finals, I think they wanted to try it as well once before heading into it.
But again, is the pitch so dry that you want 4 spinners? That's what is baffling me. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Because Jaiswal is praying for Rohit 100. I mean, see, he got 100 in Cuttack. But the New Zealand bowling is not a minnow bowling. It's much better than Pakistan. Let's be very honest about it. Today it could be Rohit's day. It could be his day in March. So that's why, yes, India, if they win this, they will face Australia in the semi-final. And let's take some other. Piyush Nandre, India 163 all out. No. I don't think that is happening. Shrikar Reddy, next Champions Trophy, we might see that we'll play in semis directly because it's India. I don't want to comment upon it. Already, by this arrangement, I have lost faith in the decision-making abilities of the ICC. I have really lost faith in that because you are motivated by greed. When you are motivated by greed, the quality of cricket, the quality of everything goes down in the dumps. And that is why every board and every broadcaster agreed to this farcical arrangement, which is why I am sorry. I don't know. You might be right. We'll get a direct draw into the final. It has happened in chess, by the way. One guy who was the top seed got directly seeded into the final. The rest of the guys had to play round of 128, 64, 32, 16, quarter, semi, final. And then win that tournament, then go there and play 5 games. It can happen. You're going the chess way when you look at it in the 90s when that happened, when one particular nation had a clout at this stage. Okay, I think, but Piyush Nandre, I don't think 163 for 7, yaar, come on.
We can make a predictions because the game is also almost about
to start. I hope we get to see thriller. Last 2 matches of India are not so exciting. Even here, I don't see a thriller in ODIs that much. I think we've seen only one thriller in this Champions Trophy.
Yeah.
England versus Afghanistan. Yeah. England, Australia, many will say was a thriller, but no, it was done and dusted when English smash the English. So that's why it's going to be really, really awesome at this stage. Piyush Nandre, Rohit can play 3 ODIs. Yeah, I think so, but it's too touch and go for him.
No, it might be. I think might be possible.
Because see, in 2026, you're not playing that many ODIs.
You're playing 3 here. If I'm assuming 3 more, he's 25 away.
He's 25 away.
So 3 more here, I'm assuming today and semi-final, final.
And then after that,
23, 3 next year. That is approximately.
I think he will play
20.
versus Bangladesh. Are they scheduled for ODIs in Bangladesh? I have to check. The schedule itself is.
He'll have to play. I think he'll complete his 300 ODIs in the World Cup 27.
Maybe. Tarun is saying, I want Hardik to rest. He's so injury prone. But if you rest Hardik, your entire combination goes awry. That's the thing. Alson Menzies, I have mentioned that comment. I don't think you're seeing it. Then Sarat Chandra, what did Sarat Chandra say? Which is right. Priyanshu is also agreeing to it. What did he say? Kiran Khatri, BCCI to IC jhuk ke rehna padega. Sad reality. Well, you might all be very happy with this arrangement, and many Uber patriots will just say, oh, this is the way how it is. Let's flex our clout and all those kind of things. But I'm sorry. This just dilutes the game, and that is why I am really, really wondering what is there. What is it? Comment gone. Chat gone. Good in a way. Oh, okay. I think the chat is gone. Okay, Anshu Mishra is saying, sir, 2012 T20 World Cup was last ICC tournament in which neither of Oz, IND, Ing reached final. The final was between SL and WI defeated SL. After that, every ICC World Cup, at least one of Oz, India, England final. Yeah, 2013 India, England, 2014 India, Sri Lanka, 2015. Oz, New Zealand. 2016 was West Indies, England. Yeah, 2017 India, Pakistan. 2019 England, New Zealand. 2021 Australia, New Zealand. 2022 England, Pakistan. 2023 Australia, India. 2024 India, South Africa. And potentially we're going to see an India final yet again. So, Alpesh, India didn't win any ICC tournament. KL Rahul in the team. Maybe in 2025 this is going to change. This might change. So that's why Anil Dhar. India 265 for 7. Arshdeep could have been played in place of Harshit. Again. Aditya Kavlekar. Oh, yes. Sorry, Aditya. Yes, that's the exact combination. India are not playing 4 spinners. India are playing 1 fast bowler and 2 spinners and 3 all-rounders. Exactly. 3 all-rounders in Akshar Patel, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja. They are not spinners. They are all-rounders. Indeed. So, what's your score prediction, Shashwat?
230.
230?
Yeah.
And
it turns out to be a close game, but New Zealand wins.
245? Or wait, no, 255. But I think India will buck the trend. Because they're playing 4 spinners, I think New Zealand might come under pressure. So I think I'll go with India winning today and breaking a 25-year jinx. That's been there. So yeah, you said 230, but New Zealand winning. I am saying India 255 and they are winning. You might see the first time they defend well. And India versus Australia semi-final on March 4th. So what do you think? Who will score big from India?
Virat.
Okay, I'll also go with Virat. Virat Kohli.
And Shubman Gill as well for me.
Yeah, I think Shubman. Shubman will score better than...
Both of us combined have picked Virat and Shubman.
I'll go with only Shubman. Shubman will score big, not Virat, not Rohit. So, yep, join us for the mid-innings then, folks. Any other videos that will be there, you can check out Harbhajan Singh's take on what he believes India should do today. There is also a Gavaskar comment which we will be uploading, and enjoy the game. And it's India versus New Zealand after 25 years in the ICC Champions Trophy. Let's see how it pans out for me and Shashwat. It is bye-bye. We'll be back for the mid-innings. Join us.